Hey, good morning. Welcome back. Nicky Dare here. Good to see you guys again. Selamat pagi, selamat pagi, selamat pagi semua. Terima kasih. Once again, telah berada di sini. We are listening to this podcast, Leadership365, with myself here, the host of Leadership365, Nicky Dare. Thank you for joining me here again. Let me just go ahead and turn this down a little bit so you guys can hear me a little bit here. I'm so excited to be here this morning. This very episode, it just happened 2 days ago. And I want to just piggyback on what's going on, following up what's going on. I think it's very, very crucial. Not just here with us in the United States, but around the world. The subject would be AI, artificial intelligence. But you know, I really do not favor that word of artificial. I mean, I mentioned it in my last podcast. Artificial sounds very artificial, very fake imitation, you know. So I wish that we all agree to reword or replace that word to something more intelligent, because it's the word after that is intelligence, right? Artificial intelligence. So I think we need to align it together to make it really sink in. Anyway, I just would like, if anybody hear me right now, I would like you guys to think about that. I don't like the word artificial in the artificial intelligence. How about that? All right, bonjour à tous. Merci beaucoup d'avoir écouté ici avec moi. J'espère que vous appreciate so very much mon podcast aujourd'hui. Thank you guys for just being here. Buenos días. Gracias por estar aquí conmigo. De nuevo, espero que disfrutes de mi podcast de hoy. Muchas gracias por escucharme aquí conmigo. So, really appreciate you guys to be here, with me again here. I hope you will enjoy my podcast today. This is Leadership365. Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, the one and only Nicky Dare. All right. So, everyone is betting on artificial intelligence, but if the power grid collapse, what's going to happen next? What now? I mean, I hear this question all the time whenever I'm here with my counterparts and my colleagues from emergency preparedness, I call it EP, community at large, and then we're all saying it's like, they can do anything they want, but then the power grid goes down. What now? What's going to happen? Can AI help us? Energy isn't optional. It is survival. And most leaders, I think they're still unprepared, to say the truth, right? I want to play this very clip that was just happened either yesterday or 2 days ago at the AI Summit. Listen to this.
Gathered this afternoon, we're still in the earliest days of one of the most important technological revolutions in the history of the world. Around the globe, everyone is talking about artificial intelligence. I find that too artificial. I can't stand it. I don't even like the name.
Oh, me too. Oh my gosh.
Artificial. So
oh my gosh.
Straighten that out, please. We should change the name.
Yeah. I agree with him. Oh my goodness. Speak the same.
It's not artificial. It's genius. It's pure genius. And its potential to transform every type of human endeavor and domain of human knowledge, from medicine to manufacturing to warfare and national defense. Whether we like it or not, we're suddenly engaged in a fast-paced competition to build and define this groundbreaking technology that will determine so much about the future of civilization itself, because of the genius and creativity of Silicon Valley. And it is incredible genius. Without question, the most brilliant place anywhere on earth. America is the country that started the AI race. And as President of the United States, I'm here today to declare that America is going to win it. We're going to work hard. We're going to win it.
Okay, you guys hear that? I just want to share that little piece of what our President Trump had announced and shared with all of us here from this day forward is going to be a policy of the United States to do whatever it takes to lead the world in AI, artificial intelligence. There you go, quote by himself there, President Trump. So, welcome back, you guys. DAREX365. I just want to share with you guys that is something that is quite new, DAREX365, and I will share with you guys what it means versus the Leadership365. But here we go. Today, we're going to be diving into what happened at that summit, AI summit in Washington, D.C. on July 23rd, a couple of days ago. That day, at the Winning the AI Race event in the Mellon Auditorium, President Trump, the one and only President Trump, rolled out a policy shift that fused strategic AI ambition with energy realpolitik. And I just feel, I didn't sit into the whole things, but I did hear keywords and some parts of it, that the highlights of it, I think is just outstanding, fantastic. It's going to be a policy of the United States to do whatever it takes to lead the world in AI from this day forward, he said. His words were just unmistakable. And he said this to a room filled with Silicon Valley titans, including, the NVIDIA, AMD, Palantir, and Frame AI as the next frontier of American dominance. So when he added, I don't like anything that's artificial, it's not artificial, it's genius, he's spot on, because when I ponder around, it's like, AI, I thought about this so long ago. I didn't like it, and now our president had shared his thoughts on it too. So, I don't feel left out. I don't feel alone thinking like the same things with him. The way he thinks is so genius. It wasn't rhetoric. It wasn't branding. He positioned AI not as a tool, but as a destiny, requiring power, requiring scale, and unbridled energy. Yes, unbridled energy. And what Trump declared and why it matters, that's what it is. On that day, at the AI summit in Washington, D.C., President Trump signed 3 executive orders to anchor the AI action plan. Call to action is so important. We can talk all day, all year, all decade about it, but we don't put it in action. It doesn't mean anything, you guys. You know that clearly for sure. He pledged to deregulate data center construction, accelerate approvals for power infrastructure, and tie the entire future of AI to a vision of American energy dominance. How clever and genius is that? Because as you know, the whole universe evolves around energy. We're all part of that. We're all part of the moving parts of the energy. Money is energy. Our body is energy. Our mind is energy. We are physical beings is energy. The plant's energy. Everything is energy. It's part of the energy circulation. It's ecosystem of all of what moves around here on Earth, on this planet, or on the other planets as well. But we're talking about planet Earth right now, right? So the American energy dominance, that's where we want to be. But beneath the headline, this was a preparedness challenge disguised as progress, I think. It's a preparedness challenge disguised dress in progress, basically. Because in our world, energy isn't just electricity. Energy is finance, energy is sustainability. Again, energy is sustainability. Energy is human resilience. Energy is physical being. Energy is ecosystem what we have around the world. Animals, beings, plants, vegetables, us, humans. Life is in this whole universe is all about energy, including money. That is my quote, by the way. Every leader, every parent, every business owner understands that energy is a currency of sustainability. Electricity powers AI data centers. Social energy powers communities. Emotional energy, psychological energy powers our leadership. Financial energy, yes, money, is an energy system. It's a circulation. If you do not manage those energy flows in sustainable ways, nothing will last. Not AI, not humanity, not leadership. I just wish that you guys, if you guys are listening here to this podcast episode, while hearing my voice right now and while you're driving in traffic, second traffic in LA, bless your heart, replay it back again and then listen to this again. These very words that I just said to you and share with you. If you do not manage those energy flows in sustainable ways, nothing lasts. Not AI, not humanity, not leadership. All of these electricity powers, AI data centers, social energy powers communities, right? Think about it. Emotional and psychological energy powers our leadership. And financial energy, yes, money, the circulation of money, the currency is an energy system. Right. So we agree, after all that being said, that this isn't just about electricity. This is about energy at every level. Emotional energy, leadership energy, community energy, financial energy. And if we do not learn to manage and sustain that energy, any of that energy I just mentioned, AI will not be our savior. It will be our stress test. Again, preparedness, I think, beneath all of these things, when we uncover this, peeling off all of the layers, is all about preparedness. Challenge these guys as progress. And it is. We've come this far in humanity, and this is what we have. It is exciting. It's uncertainties, but we can go through this, and we can utilize, and we can use these resources. Pay attention to where your electricity comes. Let me see. I want to go back here again really, really quickly about leadership. It's no longer about titles because, again, I said this again last episode in a podcast about leadership. True leadership is not about titles. It's about resilience. Pay attention to where your electricity comes from, where your leadership gaps are. Don't outsource your survival, whether it is AI, government, or your phone. You are the system. Think about that for a second, what I just said. Build sustainability into your leadership habits, and that's where I come in, by the way. The leadership mentality, the leadership where I coach with my team, where we consult to go in there to your company, from top to bottom to top, right? Build your sustainability into your leadership habits, mental, physical, emotional, digital. Prepare your household with smart backups, the communication plans, the readiness tools. This is not fear. It's not paranoia. I mean, we've already gone through that hump where you said about 30 years ago, Nikki, you're preparing disaster preparedness. Oh, you're just setting paranoia. Well, here we are. 30 years later, we have a lot of natural disasters, man-made disasters, God knows what else disasters. We just went through 4 or 5 years ago on this COVID disasters, right? Affecting health and a bunch of scandals underneath that too. But, we've gone through a lot already where we, all of this scream for preparing yourselves. If you want to live in a sustainable world, prepare yourself. So it's no longer paranoia. I'm not setting paranoia. I'm not, forefront this paranoia. It's preparedness. So prepare your household with smart backups, communication plans, readiness tools, back it up. This is not fear. This is not paranoia. It is a strategy. All right. So I am going to package this podcast and trying to launch the DAREX365.com website. And in it, you will find quite a few useful, hopefully helpful resources, tools, and assets there. And then you can download some freebie stuff like tactical preparedness plans and, things like that. I think my team are really generous when it comes to giving away free stuff. It's all based not on illusion, but it's based on all of the existing current events and, future forward thinking, basically, and steps to follow. Just, check us out, DAREX365.com. If you're a corporation, give us a call. If you're interested in, hiring us to assist you in any way to your needs, based on your needs and size of the company, we welcome any. Give us a call. Our website, DAREX365.com. AI is powerful. Leadership is more powerful. But humanity, that is the greatest energy of all. This isn't about choosing sides, whether robots, AI, or machine learning, to humans. It's about choosing strategy over noise, sustainability over short-term flash. And that's why I'm so big when we did the sustainability global roundtable during the pandemic back in 2020. I chose that very space of sustainability, to choose that sustainability, very honed on that, because it is the future. And now here we are, facing the AI challenges. And humanity over hype. Leadership is not about building bigger systems. It is about building systems that survive. All right, I'm going to take a little break here right now. Okay, I'll be right back, you guys. That was a good break. Hopefully that was a latte break for you all. But yeah, as I promised, I want to just present you and share with you the difference between our Leadership 365, where we've been using that as a home for our Leadership 365 podcasts and things. There is a new kid in the block called, his name DAREX365, DAREX365. He's been around for a couple months now, very, very new, still a baby. Want to introduce them, DAREX365.com, where really it is how to lead when everything breaks, basically. And I'm gonna share with you what's the difference. Leadership 365 is where we nurture the human side of leadership, the emotional intelligence, day-to-day professional growth, and personal alignment. Basically, right, professional and then personal development is about showing up with integrity, with presence, with resilience and purpose, right? In the contrast, DAREX365 is still a sisterhood, it's still a brotherhood, it's still in the same zip code with Leadership 365, basically, still live in the same neighborhood. DAREX, we built that DAREX for the system side of it, the preparedness, the survival strategy, also the future disruptions and infrastructure's breakdowns, and what we call tactical leadership under pressure. That's how DAREX365 was born. And hopefully you guys take a visual note on that. I just want to share with you, as promised, what's the difference. And my team has worked really hard to kind of differentiate between the two. And that's why we want to let you guys know to visit DAREX365. And please do support our effort in trying to provide resources that's helpful, and also for corporations and businesses to work with us, to collaborate, to partner with us in the sense of, we're in this together, right? So if Leadership 365 teaches you how to lead people, DAREX365 trains you how to lead when everything breaks. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, so there are a couple other quotes that I want to share with you that I just really tied it together, all together here with the topic. Everyone's is chasing intelligence, and we all know that. Not just us in the U.S., not just us individually, not just us in corporation, as a group, as a community, as a country, but also other countries around the world are doing it already. We're all in the AI race basically right now, right? And I think this says a lot. Everyone's chasing intelligence, no one's securing infrastructure. That's the leadership gap. And that applies to everyone, by the way. Energy isn't just power. It is preparedness. If your plan doesn't survive the blackout when power grid goes off, you do not have a plan. It's simple as that. And that's what this podcast episode is all about. This is what it's all about. We cannot automate our way out of collapse. AI may run the system, may run a bunch of codes and help us on all of this, but people still have to survive it. Think about that for a second. We cannot automate our way out of collapse. AI may run the system, but people still have to survive it. And that's why I titled this podcast episode, AI Cannot Run Without This One Thing. Everyone's betting on artificial intelligence. I hate that word, artificial. Even President Trump hates it too, apparently. But if the power grid collapses, what happens next? Energy isn't optional, it is survival. And most leaders, they're probably still unprepared. So that's why I'm here. All right, guys, we are here available for you guys. If you guys want to hire my team and I, we'll be glad to see you, meet with you, set up an appointment, do all of this discovery and, complimentary call with us. And we'll be happy to show up and work with you guys, collaborate and partner, and be your consultants and advisors. All right, and go visit DAREX365.com. And I appreciate you guys. All right, and that's it. Muchas gracias for listening, and thank you so much. Terima kasih banyak untuk mendengarkan saya hari ini. Again, this is Nicky Dare, and I appreciate you guys. Hopefully we see you next time. God bless. Signing off. Watch your 6-3. What is it? 12 and 9. All right, guys. Stay safe. Take the best care of yourself and everyone else around you. God bless you guys. Bye now.
My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt peace?